Pree Dis is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, and Swiss Ketchup and Barbecue Jerk Sauce, better because it's Swiss.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pree Dis. You don't know, I'm your host Naldo Addi, and this week we're in the parish of Manchester. We have a whole heap of content for you guys, so without further ado, we're gonna start the show right now. So we shine the light on Mandeville, Manchester for our first segment this week. We're now going to hear from producer Brain Freeze as well as some of the artists that he's working with. Listen up.
Funds, fat bim bim park up a gate front. Sell me a bills bag with a magnum. Me link up ravers, party background. Me sell.
Sanjay, you have been working with a number of artists here in Manchester under your Brain Freeze record label. How challenging has it been putting out the young artists?
Alright, so I mean, with everything you do in life, it's not going to be easy. It's a tedious task at hand. But from the start of the music business, I've made some links in Kingston, and a lot of artists here, they having that issue to connect the dots with a lot of persons in the city because them say if you put it out in the city, nah boss. However, I don't know what it is, but them just try to put on the rural artists them and say, well, it's a serious thing. If you not come from the city, it not go bust. However, we have broke the spell with few artists from here.
Young Subi girl a scream, so we sweet like an ice cream. Mouth no fist think I'm no green.
We try to make some more connections and make some links and take advantage of the little situation that's going on now. Venus Dhon, Marksman, you see how I go on. I did the Ace God as in a market song. Viral hit.
My black coupe on it to a dog drop it up. Keys like locksmith, traffic and chop.
I remember music is not just in Jamaica and Mandeville. Overseas, people who give the strength from overseas as well.
There seems to be an abundance of talent from Manchester.
The talent down here is organic, very organic, and a lot of artists here are very hungry. There's a whole lot of buried talent, diamond in the rough talent here that I've discovered. And you're going to see it later on this year and in the future that we have some new things for drop.
Surgery can't save me, can't make it heal. So me put it in a prayer, God know me feel. Mercy, oh God.
All these talents want are just grooming, which I did. Tell them to work on them craft, assist them with writing. In the studio, the musical process, I am there, so I assist them. So them just want a little work, and you want to get used to them like a hope. And the youth them have to believe. Plus them need to do them musical research and understand the business. It's not about just doing music, it's about knowing the business aspect of the whole musical process. Image, knowing the business, your talent, performance, because a lot of artists them rely upon the attitude. They rely upon my job, which is engineering, making them sound good. However, they need for perform properly on stage and deliver.
And the money when I flip, you can feed the family. For my wrist, it's cool like the ice in my fridge. I figure if me goal, kick it like a river.
The main thing with me working with new talent is the sound. Like creating a new sound, the writing aspect of the business, curving a new sound, and putting out some new music, new image, new sound, and I love writing. I like the whole idea in the studio when we create the songs, put the lyrics together, try some new things. Plus, the main thing with working with new talent is they are not afraid for trying new stuff. Try to be different, try to be out of the box. The main thing they need to learn and try and research the music business. Not just being talented and going to the studio and writing songs, because for create hit songs, that is not the problem. For create good music is not the problem. Most of the artists, they need to learn the business. They need to gain knowledge about the music business so they can better apply themselves. Forget the breakthrough.
Country chain artist, you will agree, grind me from we born, grind me the inner way blood.
Social media, everybody depends on social media, but you have to push it, you have to push the buttons. You have to make the connects, and you have to work and spend some food in the business, spend some food for yourself. Just like how you buy a new clocks for 30 grand, 40 grand, you must can put some money for yourself. right? You must can spend a food on yourself. And you must can promote and link with the selectors, the radio disc jocks, as much as them say radio is really vital right now. It is. You have to spend the money. You need for network. You can't be this talented person and just in a one circle and you not move forward. That's gonna be that talented person when nobody don't know. You have to make some sacrifices, you have to take some risks, just like when me take risks. I remember before me start drive, I jump on the bus and go to the radio station and bleach for over 6 hours for a DJ if you give me one song.
Y'all say my hot, pass me the fun. If I no skill foot, then a Venus Dhon. Beats on my worship from England.
What are the challenges an artist like yourself from Central Jamaica face in the music industry?
Yeah, I would say promotion. Because with their country, you know, it's kind of hard to get, highs on us down here. So, you know, on social media, mostly likely we don't have to go and try get some sponsors and them stuff there, you see me? So, basically, radio play and them stuff there, you see me?
You don't know, so just exposure-wise, you don't know, they say a town of bad artists them, but just the country artists them come together, unite, and just make sure them say country have talent too. But you don't know they have TikTok now, so we are kind of make use side exposure-wise. And about country or town, but town artists they more in a spotlight when we see it. So country artists I get less attention, basically when we see it, you see me?
Don't forget the day me link me so-called best friend and him respond. Every man for themselves, just for show me how to do a Vivo channel.
I've done work with Vibes Cartel, big up Vibes Cartel, Massacre, Shaneil, Charlie Blacks. I was on Conscience first album. And Skilly Bang, yeah, Skilly. Big up Skilly, the pan Skilly mixtape.
What do you think you bring to the table as a producer? What sets you apart?
I mean, right now, what sets me apart right now is just the sound and the idea of me trying to fuse sounds from different markets, fuse the sound. So them have chop dance and I do that long time too.
So where in Mandeville are you from and which schools you went to?
All right, so I'm from Maida, Barnstable, Maida. Yeah, that's where I grew up. And I went to Moore St. Joseph. And I left Moore St. Joseph, went to DeCarchit College, then went to Knox, then went to UTech.
I return my style tough dog, just call it concrete. A clocks pan feet, 30 grand feet, straight on me heel figure. My gears them not cheap.
It is now time for our first break, but we're going to go into the Roxborough Museum, which is the birthplace of our national hero, Norman Manley. Don't go anywhere, we'll soon forward back.
I compare it. What bitter means to me, it means respect. Yeah. From you a top man, respect the bitter with the real top brand. So when them say bitter, that just mean life I get better. Respect the bitter. Must be 18 years or older to drink responsibly.
We're now in the town of Mandeville, Manchester, which is also the birthplace of our up next artist this week, Sykah Don. Sykah Don believes that his artistic style is second to none, so let's hear more in this week's Up Next segment.
Up next is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge.
I just the grace I got, the grace I got. I keep me strong, me no know people stay so bad. So me stay to myself and observe a lot. Yeah, me reason with myself like some mad. Yeah.
So there with one of the hottest prospects coming out of Mandeville, Manchester, Sykah Don. Wagwan.
I pray.
Welcome to the
That
show,
is
my
it,
G.
man. No, give thanks. I've been doing work, right? And I mean, producers outside Mandeville, like say Kingston. Them a pre me stuff, them and them a thief my ideas, like my visual ideas, right? Cover art ideas, and even my song them sample. Yeah. Instead of them try to thief my ideas, why you not just link up, man, and make we do some work?
But me I them full of water like grain of all. Yeah, you might see a bright smile, me vision dark. Inna me heart full of pain, alone the road me walk. People hurt me too much, I know to.
I study electrical installation at Woodwood Technical, but honestly, based on separation with my mother and my father, I end up drop out of school at 5th form. I get recommended for the 10th subject, and the separation just caused me if in a depression mode where I just lose it and I just drop out of school. I try to put my pain in a music because I feel so distraught at the time. My mother and sister passed off like 6 months ago as well, isn't it?
My condolences.
Respect. I'm still I go through that like a grief there right now.
Oh, me had the heart where you beat on my chest. Fly away, ease your pain. Me hear you cry, relieve your stress, spread your wings.
Coming up in Mandeville, who or what were your musical inspirations?
Garnet Silk. Garnet Silk and General Degree.
What would you say makes you unique And in comparison to other dancehall artists?
My content.
I heard you mention earlier that you're big on the TikTok and the social media platform, so is that the way forward?
Yeah, you know, social media always going to be forward, you know, you see me, because I hit a break all of the upcoming artists them into the platform now, right now, you see me, so when I just continue being myself, doing what I do, create my own content.
It's Sykah Don, thanks for passing through, you know, and just remember, he's up next.
Pree Dis.
Still a shuffle come and I find it yet. Still a hustle come one day me have rich. Things that you teach me, mommy not forget.
DJ Ultimate Shane started his musical journey from the tender age of 9 years old. Let's hear more in this week's Mixmaster segment.
Mixmasters is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge of things anytime, anywhere.
DJ Ultimate Shane, welcome to the show, my G.
Yeah, man. Blessings,
go on.
There, man, I go and hold it, you know.
Where did you grow up?
You know, so I grew up in Royal Flat, though, Manchester. Yeah, but I born in St. Mary.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So what age you made the transition?
Alright, you know, around 9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fall in love with music from a younger age. And, you know, say, one day when they were home and as a youngster, my uncle used to have this 9-night bands and, you know, he used to love the feeling and thing as a country youth and thing. And start off with my local CD them and, you know, yeah. You know, so back then, I never know nothing about computers and all of that. Yeah, from that age. I used to play drum at church, you know?
Yeah.
But after a while, I used to hear the sound them on the roadside. And I say, yo, I like them type of music and them all it and to show my grandmother them used to play it in the house. It kind of all the vibes, you see me? So from that, I get a computer. I remember when that computer did mash up, you see me? I end up start use the game, PS4. No, not PS4. You know the local game.
PSP?
PSP.
Yeah.
I used to download music and then I used to play at the bar, them and.
On the PSP?
Yeah, man. On the PSP. So from that, going to high school, I used to save up my lunch money and buy a computer. And yeah, man, I used to play at every school event, Homo Technical.
Them boy don't got no body. Me no style, girl, me I'm vastly. I was being dumb, girl, love call me. I'm a big woman, girl, we don't body.
I want to become a soldier, but I say, yo, I'm not gonna have a life for myself, you see me? So I say, yo, that's a no-no. So from that, I just do my 9 to 5 on my music.
So how do you balance being a auto parts salesman, as well as a full-time DJ?
Alright, you know, so most time it's hectic, but because you know, when, you know, as a DJ, you're playing at the night, you want to rest and things, you see me? But just for the sacrifice and you want to live a certain lifestyle and you want to look good and them stuff there, you have to work for what you want, you see me? I say? Yeah, man, in more time I come in like 5 o'clock, and you don't know, so I have to reach our work by 8:30, you see me? Sometimes I do work, want to sleep and I have to drink my energy juice and, you get what I say?
Bone shaking and count and make the skull upset. No, I done set. Back of the class, man, on a subject. England girl, and I be my one.
What do you bring to the table musically?
Alright, you see me, you know, I don't really follow every other selector, how them play. Like if me in one party, you know, I try to look into the crowd to see what the people them really want. You see me? Because you know, so if you go to a certain event, they can't play it this type of way, like how you play our next event last night. You get what I mean? So you have to bring a different style.
How do you read a crowd?
Alright, how me read a crowd now? So for instance, like a DJ play before me, I kind of see what them into. You see me? Because you know, say tone and the country vibes totally different.
Different, yeah, man.
You see me? So if me see this a selector play like dancehall, it's by it's. I like probably go all of some soca.
She know she say she a witch. Loyalty me buy some when me ready. Them please if it's a load, I must see market. Engine revolt up, that split them. They are product in a apartment.
Early jugglings or late jugglings? Which do you prefer?
I don't really prefer none because me as a man, I just go early, middle, and end it. You see me?
Yeah.
Man.
Bad them way.
Yeah, man, bad them way, them man, and most things me MC too. So, I don't really make that be a bother to me. Being a selector, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I feel like we just put on a computer and just give up it. Because most time, I'll be like some remix. I say, you know, it's too hard, and put on the computer until all 1 2D or 3D and then pick it up back. And, but you have to be focused. You know, you have to be focused on the music thing.
Active! Active! Right now! All my are getting active! Righteous are getting active! Yes! The white place getting active! Why? Jesus Christ! Talk to them, DJ! Hey, girl,
we see a lot of DJs making the transition to producing, engineering, composing beats, etc., these days. Do you see yourself treading those parts as well?
Actually build a rhythm back then, you know. You see me? Actually build a rhythm back then, but you know, fully master. And you get what I say? But time goes by,
something that definitely interests you.
Yeah. And I also work with a team. Team Kryptonic, you see me?
DJ Ultimate Shim.
Yeah, man.
Man, as I respect, thank you for passing through the show, my G.
Man, no problem.
with the order. Boy, the whole place get turned over. Can't play my secret powder. Everybody know every time we touch down the splinters. That's my show. Fine.
After the break, we have Panda Fire and the True Tip of the Week. Don't go anywhere, we're soon forward.
Ray and Never, Pee culture. Yo!
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you're living, yeah.
Share it.
I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep Pee country, Rare it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes.
Poor Rare my celebration time.
I feel the culture. Make we show ya. Jamaica the culture.
Ray and Nephew overproof from what just I do it to the culture.
Drink responsibly.
As the name suggests, Best Level Restaurant in Royal Flat, Manchester prides themselves on excellent food and quality service. Let's hear more in this week's Panda Fire segment. Panda Fire is brought to you by JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, and Swiss ketchup and barbecue jerk sauce. Better because it's Swiss.
What made you decide to open a business like this?
Well, you know, it's my dream from ever since to open a restaurant. And not only a restaurant to provide the people them with good food. You understand? So when you talk about good food, you go for a good chef. You understand? Top of the class in everything. You understand? You just go all out, seasoning everything, and get the food prepared properly. Here at Best Level, we try to keep up our standard in preparing meal so that we can please our customer in every way. We prepare a number of dishes. Anything you want in food, you can get it here.
How long has Best Level Seafood and Restaurant and Bar been in operation?
Well, we're in operation for the past 2.5 years now.
How has business been over the past 2.5 years?
Well, business has been good because, as I said, once you're preparing good food, you're always going to get customers, and that is what Best Level aim is.
Apart from providing good food, you also provide employment. Talk to me about your staff complement here.
Well, my staff, they're the best. Without the staff, there's no business. Without the customers, there's also no business.
How many persons do you employ, and are they from the community?
Well, I have employed 6 staff members. 2 of the chefs is from St. Elizabeth. and the rest of them is from around the area.
What do you enjoy most about being able to provide food for persons?
Well, nothing like when you prepare a dish that a customer needs and everything goes well. I mean, the customer is pleased, the taste and everything. We open from Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. weekly.
Creatively, how do you guys spice things up for the customers?
Well, it's pretty much simple, you know, one of a kind.
What do you think keeps the customers coming back?
Food, yeah, taste, quality, good quality, presentation.
The menu option is so unique that every day it changes. So in the morning we always make sure we offer like a porridge and just the stuff like chicken liver, brown stew chicken, curry chicken, and the menu changes every day. Just our authentic Jamaican style that everybody will love and everybody knows.
In this week's True Tip of the Week, we learn what to do if you think your dog has been poisoned. Listen up. It's now time for your True Tip of the Week, brought to you by True Pet Food.
Sometimes when an animal has ingested something poisonous, then we may need to induce vomiting. However, it's best to consult your veterinarian first because it's not everything that they've ingested that it would be safe for them to bring back up, to go back up the esophagus. Sometimes we may recommend hydrogen peroxide to induce vomiting, or if you carry animal to the vet in time, then they may give an injection to cause vomiting. Sometimes we may also use things like activated charcoal and busy. However, even if you're going to use those things, still bring your animal to the vet. Sometimes animals may get poisoned and persons give them busy, but they don't bring them in and we're unable to really help that animal because too many days have passed. One thing I also want to point out is that gramoxone poisoning is very common in Jamaica, and as veterinarians we have seen a lot of cases of that. So we want to tell owners, please be careful. Don't let your animals roam because persons may spray the grass and then animals may eat the grass and ingest it. Also, you do have those malicious persons that may throw something over for your animals to eat. So ensure that your animals are trained to really only eat from you.
The True Tip of the Week was brought to you by True Pet Food. It's now time for our third and final break. We'll be right back.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
It's JF Mills Flour Mixes for your pastries, pancakes, festivals, Johnny cakes, and many cakes. Your wraps, pizzas, rotis, spinners, and dumplings and fritters. Using our wide variety of flour to include counter, cake and pastry, all-purpose, whole wheat, and baking. Pick them up today. All from JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen. Distributed by Caramel.
Everybody get your taste buds ready.
Swiss ketchup pours better, tastes better, flavors better. Swiss ketchup makes your food and sauces yummy, yum, yum. Swiss ketchup, loved by kids and adults. Swiss ketchup, a delicious and favorite for all occasions. Ketchup is better because it's Swiss.
Better because it's Swiss.
Yamabella was a massive hit for Shaneil Muir in 2020. Let's hear the backstory behind this groundbreaking hit in this week's Culture segment.
Culture is powered by Ray White Overproof Rum. Culture.
It's your real top girl, Shaneil Muir. And right about now, just look out for everything while go on because I got into details with how Yamabella came about. So stay tuned here.
I will never ever live to impress people.
The backstory behind it, in that time frame, what was happening was this phrase called Yamed. So basically, to my understanding, Yamed was any man or woman who, you know, was being extra submissive to a person, even if it brings them fault.
Me not spend me rent in a no party. And now buy patron if me don't have a pot right now, me leave when I say 40.
And at the time, I was working at Hilton, and I was working at nights actually. And Papi Don had sent me that rhythm like 3 months before. And because I was in between work and I work nights, sleep in the day, so it's like I don't really get enough time to do the music as I wanted to. But around that time, I got laid off after the whole pandemic thing hit, and I wasn't working as much, so I was doing a lot of lives and stuff like that. And I wrote that song one night when he sent me the beat, and he was asking for an update because the producers, which were Top Braff Entertainment, wanted to know, you know, if they could get the track going. And I sat down and I was thinking about the whole concept of the song to write it, because when I'm going to write, I have to have I love to write songs that's very meaningful.
Them girl, they are real Yamabella. He born me for them. Can't stand for say them. Can't man them under one umbrella.
I was thinking about Vybz Kartel's song Annabella Punchinella, and I was like, Yamed. Okay, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Were you surprised that the song took off the way it did?
Honestly, I was surprised because obviously that's never happened to me before. So the thing is though, every time I do write, I write to have a song to take off.
What kind of doors did the song's success open for you musically, career-wise?
Yamabella opened a door that could never be closed. You know, and the only person that can close that door is me. Being able to perform in so many different places.
In light of the recent strike action taken by teachers, we took to the streets of Mandeville, Manchester to hear what the people have to say in this week's Why Pree segment.
Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
I feel them have a right to strike, you know, because you don't know money why people work, and if you not get proper pay, you not go to work, because if you did rich and happy, you wouldn't go work. So them have a right to strike. As much as they love teaching and all these things, them have to strike to know, say, yo, them regulate them things to get a better funding towards their situation. You understand?
My opinion upon the teacher them will get by striking still. I not tell a lie. You know, say, me agree with the teacher for strike, because everybody who they are Jamaica work come under teacher. That a career they come under teacher. You understand? So the teacher them deserve to get their money where them a get. And them money they will mirror so them a get. Trust me, ridiculous for a teacher. I pay fear for in community, coming in a town and all them something there.
I mean a long time government will teach them now grow any badness.
To be honest with you, here where everybody for just organize and we get the thing the right way. The teacher them a do the right thing, you see me? Most definitely.
I don't have a problem with them with them what's the word again? With them striking, but it's how they do it, right? Because of course, yes, they're underpaid. Yes, they're underpaid, and they do so much. They do so much, and so, you know.
Big up Campari, you don't know when I eat to beat every day, is it? Top drink.
And those are the views of the people. Tune in next week for more Why Pree.
Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
Alright, my side, it's now time for the Magnum Top 10 chart. Let's see if Joshua and Masika still hold on the #1 spot this week.
Man, I live like Rasta. No beef, no pasta. Who know what you make me hurry up? Give me weight, hurry up. New shoes, dirty.
Break down your pain and try no see you. God, no fear.
Blue.
Such a good woman. One night.
God. Run guy, help me, I work witchcraft. People like from here.
When the dogs them not sleep at night.
My yard. Take you from your man. You know, she say we are profit.
Forever and ever.
A bright future full of darkness. Friends make it feel like enemy. Pieces from the puzzle of life on my journey. Man, I want to be a dark.
And that is how we wrap up our Manchester special for this week's episode of Pree Dis. Once again, I'm your host Naldo Addi, and I'll see you guys next week.
Pree Dis was brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, and Swiss Ketchup and Barbecue Jerk Sauce, better because it's Swiss.